Welcome to BTBS. This is Jay. Today we will talk about install OKD automation architecture. In order to explain the architecture that I want to implement it well, I'm going to use animation feature of PPT. I hope this is better than just text. Let's begin. First, KVM install and configuration. We have Windows 10. There are Visual Studio. We already installed that. And there is Fedora 28. That is a real test environment for Ansible. First, we will execute the Ansible script from Visual Studio. Then Visual Studio connect to the Fedora 28 and copy all Ansible playbooks and roll as well. Then Fedora 28 got that playbook and Red Hat Ansible engine will execute that playbook. Then it install KVM and add OKD network and configure storage pool. Both are optional, but I want to separate from default or that you already used. After that, we will deploy base image using Cloud-init. As I told you, there are Windows 10 Visual Studio. The steps exactly same as before. The Fedora 28, now we have KVM. So we will, to deploy base image, we will connect to internet to download CentOS Cloud image under the storage pool. Then the Ansible playbook will deploy that image on the KVM. So we have CentOS now. Then we will do some operator of KVM. The first thing is clone. The Ansible playbook get the CentOS as a base image and it will clone. So we have cloned CentOS. The cloned CentOS, the storage is a little bit bigger than base image because base image is using just 8 GB for root, but 8 GB is really small. I'm gonna increase it 20 GB. And storage. For OKD, we need to install Docker. So we will have Docker storage. We created new image and then we will attach it to clone the VM. After we have all of roles and we can create OKD VMs. Fedora 28 has Ansible engine, so go to CentOS base image, clone it as a master one, and we will attach Docker storage using KVM operator rule. And we will add DNS record to the DNS. And then we will do same command line for master 2, master 3, infra 1, infra 2, infra 3, app1, app2, LB. However, you can change the count. So we have 9 VM. Now, we need Ansible host file for installation OKD. And Ansible playbook, go to KVM and get information about the VMs. And then we will create Ansible host file with those information. Now we can install OKD. You already have everything to install OKD. So we just execute Ansible playbook for OKD. As tip, create Ansible controller. I prefer using Ansible controller because if I have Ansible controller, I don't need to install anything on my Fedora 28. So whenever I have some issue with Ansible controller and DNS, I just easily delete the VM and create again. So easy peasy. First, I need to install Ansible controller. It is same step that I cloned from base image. So I just clone the base image and install Ansible and some repository that I want to use. And then If we have Ansible controller go to Fedora 28, and then Ansible controller execute some command line for KVM, and it will clone CentOS to Masa 1. So the other steps exactly same. The only different thing is we have Ansible controller and all playbook will be executed by this Ansible controller. And then we will attach the local storage and we repeat same steps for the other VMs. This one is different. The master one will add DNS code to the DNS. And where is DNS? DNS will be running on the Ansible controller. And then NFS, LDAP as well, if we need. Sometimes we need to test LDAP, NFS, something like that. And I don't want to install NFS, LDAP on my Fedora 28. So I don't want to mess up. So I'm gonna install LDAP, NFS, and everything that I want to test on the Ansible controller. If I need more storage, I'm gonna add more storage using KVM operator rule. It's not difficult. I hope this animation help you understand well about this project. Thank you.